Hey, 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 everybody. How you doing tonight, Sandra P?
Hey, I'm doing well. Talk with you, girl. Tea talkers, tea sippers, everybody who is out there. How are you?
Yes, yes, yes. We is in the building, the Gen Extras. That's right. Tea
Yes,
sippers, tea talkers. Hey, y'all. Hey. How y'all doing? Is everybody doing all right tonight?
I'm gonna
Is
get in the
everybody
chat.
doing all right tonight? Hmm.
Hey y'all.
Hey,
Hey,
Sassy
Sassy.
TV.
Hey y'all. I did not watch the show. I literally just got home. So I'm sorry, but y'all can tell me about
Oh, that's all
it.
right. This is only a reaction, so we just
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
watch it tomorrow.
yeah. You got to watch it anyway.
Yeah, to get my review.
Now, let me ask you, Sandra P, did you catch how you know how we did you catch? Okay, so there was a point in the show. Now, maybe I'm tripping. There was a point in the show where Portia did something special for Shamia. Kelly excused herself, right?
Yeah.
But she said she had to take that call from her lawyer. And then Shamia wanted to do something special for Kelly to throw that thing in the water, and Portia never got up from that table. Did you notice that?
Yeah, there's something going on underneath
Yeah.
this, but because they're on vacation, you could kind of overlook it for now.
Yeah, it's something
So
going on.
so what happened again?
Okay. So first of all, shout out to all the mods in the building. That
Shout
thing
out
stuck
to you
with me and I
guys.
don't want to forget.
Mhm.
Shout out to all the members. Shout out to the panel, everybody who was here tonight. Yeah, hey, drop the
Fine,
T.
how
How
are
you?
you?
Hey, drop the
Hey
T.
boo.
I'm fine.
Hey.
So what I had said, Sassy, was that there was a point in the show because of what happened with Shiloh and all of that. Portia
Uh-huh.
said she wanted to make Shamia feel special. So
Okay.
Portia has this really big, huge hat, and it's made for moments like taking photo shoots and all that. So she
Okay.
gave Shamia her hat and her bathing suit because, remember Shamia's clothes got all lost and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hmm.
and then she gave Shamia a photo shoot with all the ladies, and it just was about Shamia. But before when she took Shamia to change, Kelly said she had to go take this call from her lawyer right at the time of the photo shoot. So Kelly wasn't there for the shoot.
Hmm.
Later in the episode, Shamia wants to get Kelly wants to throw her stone in the what is them things called? Not a stone. I guess it's a stone. She want to throw it in the water. So Shamia makes it a big deal and it's like everybody let's gather around for Kelly so she can throw her stone in the water.
Hmm.
All the ladies was at the table and Portia didn't get up from the table.
Oh,
So I'm saying I wonder if it's something brewing between the two of them, being as though
jealousy maybe because
over
Kelly and Shamia
right.
are growing
Yep,
closer.
yep, yep. That's what I was thinking, Sassy.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking. That
because of
them
the
girls,
friendship. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they're doing things for one another. And Shamia is supporting
because
Kelly, and
even
Kelly is
Shamir and Kelly,
coming. You say what, Tita? I'm sorry.
I said they even had on like the same theme bathing suit.
Mhm.
Shamir
Yeah, I
and
think
Kelly.
there's a little jealousy going on with Portia.
But Portia got
Well, shit, it must
favoritism.
be
So this would
some.
be cool.
It must be some jealousy with Kelly too because she left.
Yeah,
So
I
they
think
both
there's
missed each other.
maybe something going on that Shamia done told Kelly, and Shamia is still like, I don't know. To me, it's something going on. Something.
Well, Britt is gonna reveal next week that Shamir been sharing her and Portia's pets.
Oh, mm,
Yeah, it's awkward because they also aware of the camera and how things are gonna look. Like when they started out with Drew and Angela, when I forgot who came to whose space. I think Drew was already in her room or her suite having breakfast, and Angela came in. So they started talking about. We didn't get to talk about that the episode from last week, but everybody's already
Uh
seen
oh.
that one. So it turns out that Drew was kind of making faces and thought that Britt was being performative, and Angela was saying, "Well, I thought she was being sincere and all this." And she said, "Until I looked at you," and then they start
oh
laughing
yeah,
about
I
that.
remember
So
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
they all kind of realize. Unfortunately, they realize, okay, they living in the moment, but then they also are kind of aware of how it's gonna look in the future. So that's kind of awkward too. So yeah, I think that's a good point to talk about. Portia did something for Shamia, and they are good friends, long-term friends. But Kelly's a newer friend, but she's got a little bit of jealousy, and Portia's got jealousy too. And then they
Right.
all aware of how it looks to each other, and all that is just, I don't know. It's kind of awkward for everybody.
Either they're not aware or production is not making them aware. You know what I'm saying? You know how they
Yeah.
do with the cameras and stuff. They make you think there's an issue when there really isn't. But for Portia not to get up.
And even Phaedra had a weird scene where she was saying
Yeah, she didn't get up.
something about Angela. Phaedra was making a point that, oh, all them questions, I thought she was Barbara Walters. It's like, no, that's kind of how you get to know people. It's so you don't
Yeah.
even know how to approach people now. I can't ask you a
I
question.
think
You know, I would be able to say, I wouldn't say it's intrusive, but I say, I'm not comfortable talking about that or whatever it is. But it couldn't have been anything too serious. You just met, so
Yeah.
please,
as
you getting
much
to know
as
each
I
other.
love
Ask me
Phaedra,
questions.
she
Yeah.
giving me, she trying to make reads. You know, she's
Yeah.
not giving me authentic, and that's probably why she's
Yeah.
not flat.
Yeah, it's
And
not
that's
coming
why the
across
people
real.
are not really grasping to her because she's too
It's performative.
right. She's
Mhm.
trying to make reads like she did, you know, with that little commercial. So she's stuck.
Yeah.
They got me as
But the
this
thing
read
with
queen,
Portia,
so I gotta read every time I say something, and
but she
that's
don't
not
have
giving what the
to.
people want.
It's not called for all the time, you know?
It's not. Especially in a moment, you're all trying to be vulnerable. You're all on vacation. You had this sweet moment with Shamia, who was
Yeah.
truly worried about Shiloh.
But
And then after even that big thing with Britt, now we finding out that something else was said later. It's like, okay, you say you a village and all this. Now you're talking about the baby. So
When
it
did
just
she
yeah.
talk
everything
about the
with
baby?
them.
I didn't hear it.
No, I think they edited it or it didn't come out.
So
But
they didn't. They edited that out, but they didn't edit out the damn RP. Ain't that crazy?
Uh-huh.
you see how they protect who they want to protect and do that in
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, let me bring up something else that kind of folded into this week. Remember when they had that moment and then Brit's trying to make them laugh? I'll even take a shot. And she went in the kitchen
Uh-uh.
and put her boobies on the counter.
Yeah.
They
I,
said
yeah.
she got
Uh-huh.
bucket naked, but
She got
did not
all the
show
way
that.
naked.
But y'all, I watched it on Peacock and I can see. Remember, she had already let her top come down and everything.
Yeah.
Her boobies on the counter. You could see that she's bucket naked in the scene. So that
If
was like
y'all watch it on
doing a lot.
Peacock,
Yeah,
you're
you
gonna
can
get
tell.
the more it's different than it is on Bravo.
Well,
Yeah.
why is it different? Why is it different on Peacock though?
They show more for some reason. I don't know. They show more clips. They show more of what's going on. Like Bravo will edit out certain things,
Mm-hmm.
but Peacock, they don't edit it. They just let it roll.
Yeah,
Oh,
you remember that reunion Drop the Tea on a Melody show where they were trying to chop and screw that, but they were
Yeah, but
they
Peacock
saw
showed it
everything that
all.
happened. Yeah,
and
so
I
And
got
that's
Peacock too.
that's where you watch it at.
yeah.
And I have Peacock.
Mm-hmm.
I do too, but I've been watching it on Bravo.
No,
So
I
now,
watch it on
now that
Peacock.
I know
Tomorrow
the
I
truth,
watch it on Peacock.
right? Okay,
Okay.
now I know.
I didn't know you could
That's
watch.
why they're getting the views because Peacock, they get millions, like close to 1 million views on Peacock.
Mm-hmm.
Because Peacock actually shows the entire thing. They don't really edit
Well, that's what they
anything out.
said. That's why the show not gonna go off.
Yeah. Peacock is where the views are
So that's
coming
why
in.
they're getting all the views over there on.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I just
People
seen
swear they
something.
be reporting the views like them views gonna mean something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They not gonna mean nothing. Because even if they go only over the Peacock, they still they still got a job.
Yep.
Look at what Sonia said. Did you get to see Sonia Guidry's comment? She got another part in there.
What'd she
Let me
say?
see
I
if I
didn't
can
see it.
find it.
She said she watched it on her Fire Stick and
She pulled her
she pulled her
pants
pants
down in
down
the kitchen
in the
and
kitchen
sat on the counter.
and sat on the counter.
Mm.
Yeah, they said she was naked.
That
It's
thing is amazing.
nasty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look. I'm gonna go back and watch it because it was too much bumping and twerking on each other and touching.
Yeah, feeling and
Weren't
Like
they?
they was
mm-mm.
doing something after the cameras went off. And you know, they get full of that alcohol and you don't know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Then they sharing rooms, and like I said, if I was like Angela, she's the she's like the conservative one. The way
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
they're getting down, twerking and stuff on each other. I would have told Britt, let me stay in here with Angela and lock the door. I don't care if I would have had to get a pillow and a cover. I would have stayed out with them because
First
they
of
were
all,
getting
just
some
don't
type
invite
of
me on no damn trip. Don't invite
Phaedra
me
like
on no
that
trip
though.
and tell me I
Yeah.
got to share no rooms. No way. Don't do that.
Mm.
yeah, because you
Mm-mm.
don't know. You could have woke up somebody could have been on top of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to do carpet munching. And so I would have went in the room with Angela. I don't care if I could sleep up on that damn balcony with a pillow and a cover. I would have stayed out
You
there
got that right. You
because that's
never
what
know. They might
women.
get horny and roll over. You
That's what
never
I'm
know.
telling you.
Yeah. Phaedra
That's what
like
I'm telling you.
that.
I wouldn't have stayed out there. I would have told Britt, let me take your place in this room. You go out there with him because that's what y'all seem like y'all on.
Britt was
That-
rooming with Phaedra because Phaedra was saying, I seen her birth canal. At least she got a good bite. You know how Phaedra do, going a little bit
Yeah.
far.
They
So she
give
was
me all
rooming
like
with
they buy.
Well,
somebody
Phaedra
else's
said that
mind.
that Britt washed her ass crack.
See?
Yeah.
Britt washed her ass crack.
No,
Mm-hmm.
Sandra P.
I can't.
Phaedra said that Britt washed her ass, told her to open her ass cheeks up and everything. That's what she
Oh,
said.
what?
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
Oh, no.
She's with the
No,
right one
Brit
because
Brit
Phaedra
is
in mind.
I'm telling y'all, Brit be on she's on that OnlyFans and that's what she used to do.
I
Mm.
think her and her husband is not really into each other. They into the same, you know.
Well,
Okay.
I heard that he was allegedly her, you know, pimp,
P.I.
the
Yeah, looks like it.
PIMP. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sassy said the PIL.
PIMP child.
I
That's what I
thought
heard now. He manages her money and
Mm.
everything.
Mm. He's the hard out here for a.
Little pimp, baby. It's
Mhm.
hard out here for a pimp.
I don't know what you heard about me, but you
I'm
can't
telling
get
you,
a
all of
dollar
them,
out of me.
I mean,
I'm the
I'm telling you, all of
PIMP.
yeah.
them bills, like they go both ways. I'm just telling you how. Because
Well, you
Yeah.
there's
know,
no.
Portia don't carpet munch too, so
You said what?
so Portia, she don't be with women.
I think all them
Portia?
So,
ladies have
Yeah,
Cynthia.
they all try to out each other on different.
yeah,
Oh,
Portia
I didn't know.
don't be with women.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. That's why I
They
said
say
I'm
they
telling you
say
all
her
the
and
time.
what's the other one? The nurse Tanya and Bolo. All three of them was bumping and grinding.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
that's why they all got mad at Kenya because
Uh huh.
Well, Phaedra act like she do too, and
she
Britt.
do. Yeah,
Well,
Phaedra
Phaedra
definitely.
said we're fluid. You know.
I mean, I
Oh,
would have got mad at Kenya too. Honestly, that's just like us being on a trip. And what if somebody decide to do something? None of us should come back and tell it. I would have been mad
No.
at Kenya too.
right.
I
Yeah.
don't know if they did it
Because
or not.
Kenya shouldn't have told that. Kenya was mad because she split it open in front of Bolo and he didn't want her funky tail. That's all it was.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah, there was
'Cause I
She
something,
think
was
if
but
Bolo,
working him.
but
She was trying to get Bolo, honey. And Bolo wasn't thinking, studying Kenya with her old funky tail. And he wanted Portia. And that's why she was mad. Kenya can't even bump and grind with a woman. A woman don't even want
oh
that's what
wow.
I'm saying, dude. That's why Kenya shouldn't have did that.
her.
Portia was a
Mm-mm.
single woman,
hmm
and she you ain't supposed to do that anyway.
What
yeah,
goes on
trying to
that trip
think.
stays on the trip.
Right.
Hmm. Hmm. She was mad because she ain't getting none.
That's exactly what it was. Because she wanted her back cracked and folded up.
Y'all
And
know he
Bolo said,
playing.
not tonight.
That's what I was getting ready to say, Sonya. He play on Divorced Sisters. Chad, he over there playing a male, escort.
Mm. Oh, Lord.
Hmm.
Okay.
Oh, I did see that. I did see
Uh
that.
huh.
He's always playing
Uh huh.
a
I,
stripper
I,
or something.
Oh, he was over there breaking her off.
Mm-hmm.
uh, and she told him to get out after he was done too.
Yeah.
Bye, get out.
What y'all think about Portia's divorce?
Yeah, is he gonna pay? That's what I'm
That's
going.
my
That's what
question.
I'm
I
trying to
I
say.
see if she can collect it.
Mhm.
40,000. Well, what surprised me is that we hear, what was it, 40,000 a month, but then during the marriage he's supposed to be giving her 30,000 to quit all them jobs. But then the salary came out, and it looked like she was making close to between 1.5 and 2 million. So
Mm-hmm.
that's hustling backwards. I didn't understand that.
Right.
He
Before
was
they got married, it was 30,000. When they got married, it was 40,000.
right.
But her salary just with her Real
I
Housewives of Potomac
know.
more than
She
that.
was
So it
she
makes
had
sense.
more money coming in before she got with Simon, but that was crazy. I wouldn't have gave up
Yeah.
my job. Not for that old dude.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
that's why I think she just didn't want to answer like questions that people are going to throw at her. And then years later, here come the questions anyway. So you try to be so slick and not answer anything, and now people still throwing up the same question years
Mm-hmm.
later, and you could have had your money all along.
Yeah, that's crazy. And he got to pay for that house for another year and a half because they've
Yeah.
been divorced almost a year. Well, separated a year and a half. He still got to pay for that house. But if they don't, this is my thing. If he don't, will they freeze his assets and get that money from that? Because he in Nigeria, he ain't trying to pay Portia.
Mm-hmm. But if he ever wants to come back here, though, he don't want no open judgment like that either. Now he may get
No,
about
he don't.
$5 million cards, but he can't just leave an open judgment if he ever wants
Mm-mm.
to come back.
Well,
But why?
he'll be in contempt of court because it's a judgment. It's
Yeah.
a decree, and if you don't do it, you in contempt. You can go to jail.
Well, then she can get it out the back end from that house if she sell it.
Well, if you sell it,
Yeah, because if he's not paying that spousal support, she can tell the judge that, and she can take it out the house, and when she sells it.
uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, take it out the 15 months worth of alimony that she's supposed to get. When she sell that house, she take that out of there as well.
Oh,
That's
Yep.
how
he
you,
give her money. He over there telling Tasha K he ain't giving her no money.
that's what
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Give it
heard
to her
that.
one way or the other.
just
That's
just
his
Don't get it.
downfall.
just
He
that house
talked
is
too
it.
much. That's the last place he should be running his mouth. He did. That's his gonna be his. It's already his downfall.
Downfall.
He would have never
Uh,
got caught flying in and out. And then you can fly in and out, but why you on social media and all of that? Because the feds got that too. They're looking at that too.
sure is.
They
If
would
you
have
can
handed
do
out a
all that,
bond.
you can pay her money.
He said he was a
He had
reality.
that in court. Did y'all see
What part? What did they say?
it? Did y'all listen to the court thing?
No, I didn't.
Girl, let me
Uh-uh.
tell you, go over there to Lakeisha. Keisha, she got the whole damn thing over there with the court. That she got the whole thing showing the people
Yeah,
in the
I saw it when
courtroom and
she was in
everything.
court.
You can see Portia. Uh-huh. She recorded the whole thing. Oh,
Mm.
no. Yeah, but they in there talking. They talk about the whole thing. They talk about Simon's the way what he was posting on social media. They bought up his social media account. They even
Mm.
bought the blogger Keisha up
Yeah, they did.
Wow.
in the court.
They
Yeah,
did. Portia tried to get her kicked out.
yeah,
Sure did.
want her out of there.
Yes.
No, she need to come back and tell us.
The only thing Keisha said she could not record was Portia's income.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But other than that, the judge said she got a right to be here. You can't kick her out. It's a public trial. It's not private.
Okay.
Mhm.
Cool Cat finished up the other situation. Said late, but let me state the facts on the Bolo Kenya. Kenya continued to speak on the issue because Tanya threatened to sue, saying it never happened, and Kenya forced the truth. Tanya left. I remember Tanya was just engaged. She was somebody. She had one of these
Yeah.
long-term fiancés, and she was nervous about it getting out. Yeah, when you call somebody a liar, sometimes they do come out with stuff that they normally wouldn't say.
Uh-huh.
Kenya was already saying it, and she
Yeah,
that's
but
the
that's why
reason.
they was calling her a
She
liar.
could have apologized
Uh-huh.
to Tanya in the background, and Tanya would have never brought it to court, and that would have been the end of it. She did that.
Mm-hmm.
Is evil.
Yeah, she did Tanya. Ooh, the way she did Tanya, child. Oh,
What that
Kenya,
cookie?
yeah, I'm sorry, but Kenya did a lot of dirty, underhanded, low down stuff. It
Yeah,
just caught up with her. Woo,
she
child.
did a lot of dirty stuff.
Yeah.
And then cry victim every time. Oh,
Hmm. Yeah, Tanya's fiance was a cheater. He probably was messing with the cookie lady.
probably was.
Uh huh. Uh-huh.
So
They got
I
to need
know.
another minister of tourism. Them ladies was throwing themselves at that man. I can't stand when people, you can flirt a little bit, but the way Phaedra was doing, hugging all over the man, you don't know if that man got a wife or what. I'm a
I
hug.
know.
I cannot stand when people, they were so thirsty. And then
Girl,
Shamia said, Kelly said she got first dibs. I said, y'all are looking so
I mean,
thirsty.
Ugh.
it was past.
You know, I was thinking, when Housewives first started, it was a younger audience. Now they're in a different era. And
Hmm.
the things they're doing is the same things they were doing when they were younger. You would think because they're in a different era and they have a older crowd watching. That's why the views to me on Bravo is low because really and truly, women our age, we don't care to see all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? All
Yeah.
the shaking and rubbing and hunching on each other. That's when you was in your younger era. Now it's all right to go have fun. I want to see you jump out some waterfalls. I want to see you acting crazy. I don't mind you seeing dressing sexy, but all this hunching on each other and stuff, that don't sell no more. Not
No.
for not for us. Not for
Right.
the crowd they're attracting. They're not attracting a younger crowd anymore. And
Mm-mm.
that's the problem,
No,
in my opinion.
they're trying to act too young for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, and they're
Yeah.
not. They need to act more mature.
They
Right.
acting.
Bumping on each other and all that. I can't get with that.
Every
There were
week putting
beautiful
off their
parts to
titties.
the trip. Yeah, that waterfall scene was really pretty. Even though they
Yeah, that
didn't have
was
the ladies
beautiful.
there, yeah, where they had who was it, Cynthia, Shamia, Portia,
Yeah,
Xtra, that they took some beautiful shots. Even though
they
I saw
did.
them on IG, whoever posted them, it was really nice.
Yeah, those were nice shots.
Hmm.
And they were having fun. Like
Hmm.
that cooking part was fun,
Yeah,
you know. But all this twerking and hunching on one another, at some point, no, that
Well,
ain't it.
Phaedra was talking about she didn't want to get pregnant, talking about a
yeah,
ring, talking about how she had a ring in, and I was like, wow, that's a
Mm.
lie. We don't need
Ugh.
to know all that.
No, that's to me
Out of
that
town
is
with your do different stuff. Y'all don't have to, it's okay to party and stuff like that, but they take it too far. The
hmm,
hunching, the
yeah,
and then they act like they thirsty for men. That's too much for me.
yeah. I don't think I just hate the way they're older and I guarantee you if they do the analytics and they do the age, they'll see that there's an older crowd between us. It's not a 20-year-olds watching Roja.
hmm,
They're watching other stuff, you
yeah,
know. And so they
yeah,
wonder why the viewership is down because they don't have a younger crowd. You have a much more mature crowd, and they don't care to see all that,
yeah.
you
Even
know.
Britt is in her 30s and she's the young one. And Dee saying isn't Phaedra well into her 50s? I think she's mid 50s or so.
Yeah,
Yeah, she is. She's older than Angela, that's for sure. I don't care who looks like what, but she's older than her.
she is older than Angela, and Portia 40. So I mean,
Yeah.
all that
Portia
hopping and
mid
grinding
40s.
now.
Yeah. Portia about 43 or 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
43, 44.
So that those are the ages that are watching the show.
Hmm.
If they do their research, then they will see there has to be a connection because the audience is not connecting with all this booty shaking and all. It's okay to have your body right, have your swimsuit on, but all that shaking, I think they could have had a nice dinner, got into it, had a moment, you know what I'm saying, and went to bed. Got
Yeah.
up and fussed the next day. They didn't have to do all that. And Shamia, you got 2 girls and a husband. You out
Hmm.
there? Ugh, nah, I'm
That's what
sorry.
I expected more from Shamia, but she act just I don't know. She just I don't know. I just didn't how she act. I didn't expect that from her
Why not?
Well, I did her in person just
Yeah.
like.
You do the same
because
thing.
she looked like more conservative, and then the business that her and her husband got going on, things like that. I wouldn't think she would get out in public, on the TV and act like that
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
because they got a lot of businesses and things like that they're doing. So you wouldn't expect her to act like that.
And
Yeah.
like why he didn't want her out there doing that. Yeah, like
Yeah.
Sonya
I
said, she
didn't
was like
expect
that
that
before
because
the
Shamia
marriage.
been doing
He
that since
knows.
she been on the show.
Yeah.
That's what Sonya just said. She was like that before, and he know he likes.
Well, that's probably
He may
why
not want
husband didn't want to
everybody to
do the
see it.
show.
Yeah.
That's probably why he didn't want to do the show because he know how she,
Mm-hmm.
get down.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he probably like it behind closed doors, but not out in the public like
Yeah,
that.
I
He
think that's what it is.
go
Mm-hmm.
for business deals. He what he do the Apex or what is that he do for the airline?
HVAC.
What is it called?
HVAC.
Mm-hmm.
What if he got to go to meetings and stuff like that? About that, and then people looking at his wife how she be doing on on TV acting.
Yeah.
That
And like Angela, they can call Angela old or whatever. Angela is very conservative, and she's not going to get out there and do all that. Now she'll have fun and
Yeah.
laugh,
She's
but she's
fun.
not going to get out there shaking and runching on people, And people talk about Charles, but y'all, to be honest, Charles has been like this, and that's just Charles' personality. And I don't like it that when Angela get on here and try to make him differ from dip from his personality. This woman know who she married. She know this man been like this forever. So, but it just makes her look bad, and I don't like that. Just go along with your husband. You know that man ain't gonna say you love him and all this stuff on there, and he miss you. Just don't do it.
Yeah, they forgetting this, or maybe not forgetting. They acting like it's not reality. I don't need anybody to craft a written. There's written shows that do it better. So
Yeah,
this business about you playing a character, that's kind of it's a bad excuse for what's supposed to be going on. It's still supposed to be reality. And whatever you
yeah,
don't want to share, don't share. But don't get out here and lie.
yeah.
Pretend that it's something else.
And
Audrey,
don't make your husband try to be something. That man is just gonna
Yeah.
be Charles, a butthole. That's just who
uh-huh.
Charles is.
Audrey Clark says Shamir and Portia are one and the same. Child,
They are.
Mm-hmm.
Shamir went home with that man on the first night.
Mm-hmm. And gave him the taco, honey.
Gave him the
Who,
taco.
Shamia?
The taco and the salad, child.
No, I thought Shamia said the first night she said her stomach was upset, so they didn't do anything.
Oh no, ma'am. Her stomach got upset, so she used the toilet.
Yeah, and
He-
he bought her a special wipes the next time she came.
Next time she came back, he bought her some of them little wipes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I thought she maybe learned her, I would, she should act a little bit more like Angela because Shamia got more to lose than Angela to me. In my personal opinion.
I think I connect with Angela because Angela is more conservative, and she does represent our age. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And because we like to have fun, but we keep it cute and classy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We keep it cute. We don't do all that. And I think that's why I resonate with Angela more.
I didn't know Phaedra was 53. Phaedra 53?
Yeah.
It is up there.
Oh, okay. I thought her and Portia was around the same age. Okay.
Oh, her and Nene almost the same age.
Same age. They went to school together.
Who? Nene and who?
Portia. Phaedra.
Well, according to Phaedra, Nene was up there with her older brother. Remember,
Child,
got
no.
on Nene, my older brother.
Phaedra is close to my youngest uncle age, and they all went to Athens High School.
Yeah, they're gonna try to age shame. I don't like that. I don't let any of that bother me. I don't care.
That bothers me when Phaedra says that about Angela. I don't like that.
Well, yeah, that part I don't like because I don't see it. But some of the women are saying that she presents a little older because of how she acts. But I just want them to be themselves. Don't get on there trying to be all phony.
Yeah, she's just being who she is.
Yeah, and that's okay. It should be allowed, just like Portia and Shamia acting wild. That's allowed too.
Mm-hmm.
I think some of that she's acting. Like Teatalk says, she's looking for a moment, looking for the read and all of that. We know you got that in you. We know that's coming, but let it be appropriate.
But she ain't letting it flow naturally.
That's
why it's falling on deaf ears.
Because that'll come. We looking for that. We know it's coming, but it's not gonna be every confessional, every scene. This lady says she's looking forward to meeting you, and you already talking about her. For what?
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
This was a good trip though. They got a lot done. I like that they didn't try to rush it. How many? They did
Yeah.
3 episodes. They spread it out. So this was a good trip, a good cast trip.
I was on Facebook, and I think these girls, they went to Grenada just because of Roja, and they said they had the time of their life. They ready to go back.
Oh,
So,
really?
they said they
That's
had
why
the time of her life.
That's why they roll out the red carpet. Real Housewives of Atlanta is really influential in that. Like they got to meet
Yeah,
the prime minister, the minister of tourism this episode. So it's really lucrative for these countries when they go there, especially the smaller islands. So I think that was
yeah.
good. That was nice.
Because they
And to
bringing
come
them to
there and
light, and they're
donate.
bringing money to
Yeah,
the city. So,
yeah. Come there and donate, and just get out, go to
hmm
places they went to eat, the waterfalls, the different things. It attracts tourism.
yeah. And
So that was
and that's what
good.
they did. They went to the water. They had all the
Mhm.
pictures.
Oh,
It
that's
was
nice.
beautiful.
But what was going on with all that black stuff being poured on them? What was that with
That's
that?
something of the cultural thing that they do. It's some kind of
Like a
like
car.
enactment or
Yeah.
dance or something they do.
Mhm.
Oh,
So,
oh, okay. Well,
Uh-huh.
I don't think I want to do that part.
Oh, they
they get the boogie woogie woogie on you.
No, I don't want to do that part.
They throw all that tar and they get the boogie woogie. Might throw some kind
Yeah.
of buju on you or something. Oh,
I
I'll
think
go and
that was
watch. I'll go and watch, but I don't want none on me.
mm-mm.
you say you don't want none on you, huh?
No,
good.
I just go and watch. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go for support. I'll go for support.
But
I
Britt said in order to get that shit off, you really gotta scrub. So you better
You
take
ain't
Yeah,
lying.
I believe it.
I don't want nothing on my skin either. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. What is the meaning of that? Then they licking their tongues and stuff out. I didn't know what was going on here.
That's some kind of cultural thing, child.
So what?
I,
Licking your tongue out because all the men on there too was licking their tongues out.
it must have been some kind of mating call.
Oh, all
girl
but I
push
think
fish. You got right. Okay.
Oh my God. Some kind of mating call, child. Who knows?
Grenada looks fun. I would want to do the waterfall. I would do the cooking. Um, and then I would, like to, at the hotel, at our Airbnb or whatever resort, do the pool and stuff.
Mhm.
I don't want to do
They
the
have rum and all that, the rum
rum
tasting and
tasting.
all
I
that
would do
stuff.
that.
Yeah,
Well,
that
we
looks.
did rum tasting already. I wonder if they got something else you can do.
But
Yeah.
I do rum tasting again since you said it was sexy. Girl, you sold that rum because everybody's wanting that rum.
Babe,
That,
I still got that rum in my refrigerator. I bought 3 bottles. I'm almost done with one, and I drink it on the rocks with some ice. Teatalk got the same one. You got the same one too, Teatalk.
Which one is
Rum,
it?
like that that's like a caramel flavor rum.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, that's so good.
Oh my god, over some ice. Oh my god. Look, take them and have me a
Uh-huh.
glass when I get off
Just
this.
take a sip of it, drink it slow. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
yeah, you got to drink rum slow, drop the tea.
yeah, yeah. And then I drink it from the bottom. I drink it. I learned how to drink it.
Uh-huh.
So from the bottom. You don't grab it around the rim. You drink it and
Mm-hmm.
you grab it around the bottom, so it
And
don't
you
get hot.
smell it
And smell it, and then you stir it around.
and taste it and
Yeah,
then smell it again
right.
and then taste it. It tastes different the second time around.
Yeah, and then you can also eat it. I mean, drink it with cheese,
And
um,
honey.
and honey and grapes.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, no, everybody. Ham sandwich, everybody here know everybody. Do you know? Don't you know? Who is Cool Cat talking to?
Ciao.
Yeah, but that's the only thing I don't like. I don't like the age shaming because technically they're all in their 40s except Brit.
Well,
So
someone better hope they get to that age. With the way
yeah.
it's going on now, you better hope you get to 50.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you better hope you get there. The way these
Isn't it
little young
something?
girls, these young girls
Yeah.
look older than us.
You
You
have to
ain't
live to
lying.
get there. They try to make it a shaming type thing, but
Well, honey, I wish
that
somebody,
don't work.
and when they try to say something about my age, I said, shoot, I ain't gonna say the other part, but I said, you better hope you get here with all this
Yeah.
stuff y'all popping
Mm-hmm.
and smoking, allegedly.
And all the men.
Right,
Mhm.
all the men y'all done had.
High mileage.
Yes, Lord. They
And
need a rejuvenation.
I can count on my hand. I'm 51 years old. The people I done had in my lifetime.
That's
How
that
about
right.
y'all? How about y'all? Yeah, what y'all gonna need somebody else hands and toes to count how many people y'all done had?
You
Not
gonna
the
use the eyelashes and eyebrows.
hands
Right.
and toes.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I don't know. I think they can do mature reads and be more mature than age shaming because they're all in the same age except Brit, and she act like she just trashy. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
she
she
is
just didn't fit.
trashy.
It wasn't the age, it's just that she didn't fit.
No,
What was the reason they brung her on there? How did she get on Roa? What? Who vouched for her to
she's
get on?
been trying to get on
Yeah, I
Roll
wondered
for a
that.
long time.
I think
So
Shamir vouched for her.
You think she knew Brit?
Because Andy says that she's the glue. If she's the glue, then she had to be the one to bring them all together.
hmm
He said
She
on
didn't
Watch
have
What
the
Happens
power
Live,
to bring
you
nobody
were the
else on, though.
glue.
She just got her peach.
Yeah, but maybe when she got her peach, they didn't have those other new peaches yet. And she said,
Okay.
"Oh, I know about Kelly," and that because remember she said she met Kelly at the radio station, but Portia,
yeah,
none of them knew her.
yeah.
But
So
don't
she
you
did
think
bring those two.
they didn't get away from the housewife because who on there is a housewife?
Well, they got
Other
three
than
divorces.
Angela
Yeah, they had 3 divorces
Camille,
going on. So that's a part of
and
marriage,
Shamia,
of course. So they
Angela,
had 3 divorces going on.
Brit,
Oh, who's
Brit
the
got
other one?
her girlfriend.
Who?
Brit
Britt,
got her girlfriend.
She's married,
Camille,
yeah.
Angela, and Britt is married.
Yeah,
Hey,
you
Cricket
know.
22. Thanks for stopping in.
Well,
And
hey,
Portia just
Cricket.
got divorced.
Someone.
Yeah, Brit got a girlfriend. That's her husband. Well, her. I don't know what he is.
I know Portia
EIM
glad that's
female.
finalized, though. I know she's glad that's over with.
Mm-hmm.
And now
But
she going to the traders, which Portia's marketable. Got her another job going on.
Mm-hmm.
Nene was
Shit,
supposed to
if
go.
Portia and Dennis,
Nene was
Portia
supposed
and
to go on
Dennis
there.
want to get married.
It was supposed to be Nene, but then Nene dropped out. She said they weren't paying her enough.
Paying her
So
enough for
that's
what?
how,
Drop the T.
when Nene was supposed to be doing traders, right? That's how Portia got her. Portia got Nene's spot because Nene said that they didn't want to pay her. So then when she dropped out, that's how they got Portia.
I hadn't heard that. I mean,
Yeah.
that's for the
It's possible.
exposure. Yeah, it is possible, but it's mainly for the exposure because that's
But
really
Nene,
Mhm.
what brought Phaedra back in front of people. Her performance
Yeah, it
on the
was
trader.
traders.
Yeah.
but Nene said they weren't paying her. She said she wasn't going on there because they didn't pay her what she wanted.
Where did she say that at?
Yeah, I hadn't heard.
On her, wait a minute. It was all. I think she said it. Who was she interviewing? She was interviewing somebody, and she said it.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I
I'm gonna
could
have to
see
go
her
back.
doing some of those
The traders is
challenges.
more of an exposure thing.
Yeah, and
That's
that when they
some
get
of
out
her.
there in those challenges, it's really
Hmm.
they have muddy stuff and stuff that everybody don't want to do. I could see that being
Yeah.
a reason. But
That's
yeah,
what
But
it
Nene ain't
is.
gonna pay
I
Nene
her.
get
She's
it.
not getting
that
paid right. Just like with that other show that her and Portia was supposed to be on the
Upshaw.
yeah, and that's another thing. She wasn't getting paid right now, and also she didn't want to be on there with Portia or something like that. She said.
No,
No,
that
Portia didn't
was
want to be on there with Nene.
yeah, that
No,
Nene
was
didn't have a
true.
problem with Portia. Portia went behind Nene's back and to the production and said that she didn't feel safe or
no,
something
she said
like
she
that.
wasn't fooling Nene.
Kim Fields invited all 3 of them. She had
Yeah.
Portia, Nene, and I think who else did she invite at the time?
Hmm.
Cynthia
Cynthia.
She
Cynthia
she
Bailey.
invited Portia and Nene,
and
But when
Cynthia.
Portia dropped out, she called Cynthia.
Okay, yeah.
But why would they drop out if they getting paid? But that's what I'm saying. I think the pay ain't right for some people.
I think Portia just didn't want to ask, be in the presence of Nene and have to ask questions about Simon. That's just my opinion.
I don't think it was Simon. I think
Uh,
it was Bravo. I really
Oh,
do.
Audrey said Nene don't need the exposure. Nene ain't let no one lowball her.
yeah, that's true.
With traders, there's a prize at the end too. They get the appearance fee. They do get exposure. There's people from the NBC Universal universe, like they have the Bachelor
Mm-hmm.
people, Survivor people, and then there's a chance for a cash prize at the end. So that's a
Yeah.
big type show.
Okay, what's the cash prize at the end?
They can get up to I think 250,000 or something, but it's a pot. So during the
It's a
different
pot.
games and stuff, they're like
Mm-hmm.
banking money. Yeah, they're
So
banking
it
money.
could be one person or it can be a
Yeah, or a
three,
group.
four
Like
people.
last year,
Yeah.
was a group
And they
one,
have
and they
to
had to
split
split
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing
Well,
about the housewives, they got to stick together because they target the housewives. They don't
Yeah.
target. They target them because they had them big personalities. They come in there, people know them. We happy they on the
Mm-hmm.
show. Even a housewife you might love to hate. You glad they're there. Like we're gonna see how Portia and Candace relate to each other. They bringing
Mm-hmm.
Dorinda back because they got Dorinda out of their first episode. She didn't even get to do anything. They got
Uh-uh.
so that they it's beneficial to have the housewives there. I know they'd love to have Nene, but if she's putting a dollar sign on it, if that's what she said, I know who our manager is. They might need to rethink that one.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's not about the money; it's about you getting out there and people
And exposing.
making those connections, right? Networking.
Portia and Nene need to let whatever problems they got go because they're losing money and they could be making money. And my whole thing, if somebody gonna pay you for something and if it ain't too low, I would still take it. Just add on
Mhm.
to it. But some people saying Nene don't need the exposure. She already,
I think she.
Well,
I think she. Anybody. Beyonce probably would. Anybody would. I mean, maybe not her, but anybody would need exposure.
to keep them trending, yeah.
Yeah.
but then you know what I'm thinking? Why are all them? Well, okay, I was gonna say, why are all these people now all of a sudden going to getting YouTube pages? They trying to get a bag from YouTube as well. Does YouTube pay
Yeah.
them more? You think?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to get that money.
That's
The
exactly what they do. I
income.
don't blame them.
Mm-mm.
It's always good to have more than one stream of income. That's
Yeah.
smart. But I think they think it's easy, and a lot of them underestimate it. And you have to be consistent because Nene been on YouTube before. She's just now being consistent. Kenya is not really consistent. She just got
Uh-uh.
another episode after weeks ago. That first episode everybody was looking for. So
Mm-hmm.
and Portia's putting out
But
steady
here's
work.
the
You just have to
thing.
be consistent.
Here's the thing. They already monetized.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
just their
So
name they
guess
get.
what?
Once they get those
That's
watch
all
hours,
they
they
need.
monetize.
That's all they need is one video a week off all of the people we talk.
And
Portia.
Mhm.
everybody, it's going to go viral because everybody
Yeah.
gonna watch it.
They only need one video a week. If they could do that, they will get a big old check, a big old fat check.
Oh yeah.
They
Um,
didn't realize it until they used to look down on it until they saw the
I'm gonna
money
tell
that
you
was
what
out there.
happened, Sandra. This is
Yeah.
what I think happened. You know what all them women connected to?
Who?
Carlos.
Carlos King.
Oh yeah, that's right. Cause he
Mm-hmm.
he
And
started
I
doing
think
it.
he done told all of them, y'all better get
Y'all
on
better get y'all
here.
missing out.
It's smart.
Y'all, he done told them all, y'all better get over here
And make y'all money.
and get you a free bag. And they all came running. Candy been doing it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Candy's been doing it.
Candy know, honey. Candy know how to. She know where to get that
Mhm.
money. She got her following up. She got her watch hours. She got her money coming in. So
Yeah. And with her speak on it, when she used to go live after the episode, she gets to get her story out because they can edit it how they want to. But when you get it on
uh-huh.
YouTube channel, they get to say their side of it, of what really happened. I agree that blind lady. That's exactly it. They probably have more control over their content on YouTube. That's
Mm-hmm.
exactly what it is. And the little extra money.
What y'all think about Candy's daughter doing all that plastic surgery? Do y'all think she's doing too much or?
I think it's just the nose. From what I'm seeing, it's just the nose, unless there's makeup or something. You think she's had more done than just the nose? And I think she still looks like, look at Blaze and Ace. They look just
Yeah,
like
they
Riley. And
still she
yeah,
still
Riley
look.
looks like Mama Joyce to me and like her mom.
Yeah,
I would like to see it stop there,
they
but I can't
saying
tell
something
about
about her lips, and well,
oh,
she
do you think
probably got a
so?
little flip.
Oh, I didn't know. It
But
could be makeup. I don't know. I
most of
knew
these
the
young
nose.
girls are getting
That's
the
it.
flip anyway. Full of lips.
What is the
But
flip?
the lip, when they get the full lips,
Oh, she
they
had
kind
lips.
of look. The top of it kind of flip up a little bit.
Ain't that
Oh,
a bitch?
like a duck. Yeah. Mm-mm.
Riley
Nah.
need that shit for real.
Uh,
Riley got that.
yeah.
I can't tell. I got to look at her again.
Cause she had tiny lips, but now you can tell.
Well, she's doing good on that show.
Yeah.
They're targeting the housewife kids on that show. The other kids that nobody knows or jealous of is Next Gen NYC. They're jealous of the kids that are known, like the housewives kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Overton says she didn't need it, but it looks like her. It does look like her. She still looks like the family, but
Yeah, she still looks like
yeah,
Riley. You could
she
tell
just
she's
turned
got a little
22.
flip.
Yeah, when somebody's that young and they start getting that done, I don't like allowing people to get in your head about your looks because you're going to grow into your looks and then you might
Yeah,
have regrets. And then some people are doing that
exactly.
because they're haters. You don't know why they're saying things about you.
Mm-hmm. And then Todd's daughter did an interview with, I can't remember who it was, and she was saying um, how they were asking her how was it, growing up with Candy and her mom, and she said that her mom used to would come in and see her and start talking about Todd and making bad, saying negative comments, and she would always walk out the room, and she said Candy would always apologize for her mom. So, I noticed Candy, she apologized for her mom, but she never for her mom, like tell her mom, why do you do that? Stay out my marriage.
Mama Joy,
Uh
big personality. That's an older woman. She not listening.
no. And she said that's why she went to New York. As soon as she graduated, she left that house. Because she said it was hell with Candy's mom. So
Dee says she can't watch the new show.
Yeah, I
next
agree.
gen next
Well,
gen New York.
you see how Mama Joyce, rest in peace, treated Todd's mom.
Yeah.
To it because she would have to defend her son. Whatever's
Yeah.
between him and Candy's between him and Candy, but that never stopped Mama Joyce.
Mm-mm. I used to think something wrong with that woman.
Yeah, she refused to stop. Some people are like that. They don't stop until they get ready to stop.
Hmm. Even when Todd mama died, she said some nasty stuff.
Oh no, she did. Oh Lord,
Yeah.
Mhm. She sure did.
Yes, Lord. She
that's
talked
terrible.
she talked about that woman.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
Yes,
She
I
said,
like
ma'am.
how Candy treats Kayla because Todd always trying to say, "Well, she gonna get it out the mud and all this kind of stuff," and Candy's like, "No, she be passing Kayla money too," which I love.
Uh-huh.
He even told O'Reilly, "Okay, Riley, you got a year. I don't buy it, but that's what she said. But it's good. I see
Yeah.
why she does that. Yeah, but you let Riley need something.
If she needed, she'll give it. But
Oh,
I bet
yeah.
you Candy will cut her tail off because she about her coin.
that
Well,
she
she
is.
set an example. She set a working example, and that's all she can do.
She
Mhm.
gave her apartment. She went to one
Hmm.
of the best schools in New York,
Yeah,
you know. So
they're
on
also
a
a good
scholarship
example.
at that.
Yeah.
So
If you look at Cynthia's Noel, she's out there in LA doing her thing. I think she would have been
hmm
on that show if she had been in New York. She had a lot of New York ties, but she already moved to the West Coast.
yeah.
But a lot of the housewives, they set up a good foundation for their children. Phaedra's sons have businesses. One of them
Hmm.
has like a little clothing line or something.
Yeah.
He sews and designs stuff. I
Oh,
think
okay.
about the laziest sons I've seen. I hate to bring it up, but Simone's married to medicine. She
Oh
need to
Hmm.
my
light a she
goodness.
need to light a fire under them boys. That's her and
Oh
Cecil.
my goodness.
They
They
say
Good
so
she's so laid
lazy.
back. Like, yeah, to go over there and clean them grown men apartment. Come on now, that's
No,
too much.
ma'am.
It's not cute. No, these young girls don't want to do that. They're not gonna do it. So why are you going over there doing that and setting that example?
Mm.
Putting on a hazmat suit like it's cute, and going over there and cleaning up.
And that ain't cute.
No, it ain't cute. It ain't cute
That's
at
a
all.
reflection on you.
It is. Not a good one.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, this show it's done a lot. Look at how many decades they've been out. Now we see the kids growing up, getting their own show,
Yeah.
their own businesses. It's done a lot.
Yep.
Mhm.
Making them millionaires, you
Mhm.
know?
How many more episodes do we think they have left? So this is
Let me
15.
see. This was
This is 15.
which episode was this? 14 something.
This episode 15.
15.
Season
Next week
16, episode
might be the only
15.
one.
Okay, and then they usually get a
I
three-part
think it might be, and
reunion. I think all. I
then
mean,
a
it's
three-part
been an okay
reunion.
season. I was just surprised they saved Phaedra until the very end, like the past few episodes. I was kind of
But
surprised.
she was already over there working on Married to Medicine.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you got up out of
Remember,
there.
she quit them in the middle of the season and went over there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she did. Elizabeth Harrison. Phaedra bought her son a property on his 13th birthday, so that's Aiden. We watch him get born on TV. Laugh
Mm-hmm.
about the due date. Remember? I don't know what I was doing. And you say,
Oh
"Shut
no.
up! That's so stupid. Shut up." Lady said she didn't know her due date.
Those
Who
kids
cares if
something,
you
man.
have a early baby? You 30 something years old. We don't care.
And Phaedra
No.
like to
Yeah,
make
D
sure that those
Hereford. That's yeah, D Hereford. Well,
she
Kim
tries
Zolciak,
to.
I'm gonna give it to her younger daughter. I don't know what BL's doing, but Ariana she's up there trying to work. Her and her little boyfriend. I do watch the show. I review the show,
And she says
and she's
Kim
up there.
Zolciak
Yeah.
asked her for money for expensive wines and stuff, and she says she don't give it to her. You
No,
know.
she's sassy. They spent her money. You know, she's
Oh
been on
yeah, yeah,
TV since she was
yeah.
years old. That she said that her mother, and she called Troy's her father. He adopted those girls because they were little. Kim
Mm-hmm.
has spent her money. So
Yeah.
Ariana's up there in New York working. She got her boyfriend. He's the kid of Zaxby. He's one of their sons.
Mm-hmm.
But he's one of the most regular people on that show. Dee says she can't watch the show. The kids are annoying, but honestly, I do like the Housewives kids. I think they represent well.
Mm. Well, no, those. I don't know. Kim Zolciak got a problem, a
Yeah.
big problem. Gambling, drinking. You
Mm-hmm.
know, just
Slot machines and red solo cups. She's a
Where
bit
yes,
are
mess.
Lord.
they
She's been a
now?
mess.
They trying to say they were homeless.
Her and Croy
Or
don't want to pay no bills. They finally had to get up out of that house.
Wow.
But I didn't know they were doing that because the daughter says she have like a little bit of influencer money. She been getting brand deals and stuff since she was in her teens, and Kim be spending that up.
Yeah, she said Kim spend the money.
Mm-hmm. But I do like that she put it out there.
That's I don't know.
But I don't
That's
want Kim
crazy.
back on the show. We don't need Kim back. So
No,
if we
leave
get
her
some
where
new
she is.
housewives, I want them to go back to where, like, let's say Cynthia and Phaedra came on the same season and were kind of head to head, and then they ended up both getting a peach. They didn't just throw out peaches. You had to work
No,
for the
you had
peach.
to work for them peaches,
Yeah.
honey.
And I think that worked out better. I like to see that again.
Yeah,
But we can't rate the episode yet. We just doing the first impressions. Well, I gotta watch it again anyway.
me too. I gotta watch it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think it would be so much better if they just didn't do all the hoochie coochie stuff and did more interesting stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I would have loved to see them give out stuff in Grenada and uh, be in the neighborhood helping with the giveaway and stuff. And I think that'd have been a good thing. Um,
Yeah, that would have been nice.
I don't know. I like the good time. I like to see them have fun. I just don't like all the booty slapping. I think it's very immature for this audience. It's not connecting.
Well, we'll see what they do when they get back to Atlanta. I think, let's see, Phaedra has not had an event yet. She throws good parties. We don't need to see a kid's birthday party, though, Phaedra. We want to see
No.
something else, something, and you've done that a couple times. So Phaedra has to have an event. Portia had her event already. That was a good one.
Yeah.
They got into a little
Kelly
something
had
there.
hers.
Jamia's had an event. Kelly's had a few events. Britt had the hungry lunch. So,
Yeah.
because Bailey had, well, she's a friend of Cynthia Bailey. She can, or maybe she, I
But
don't
she
know.
did have something at Lake Bailey, didn't she? Did she
Oh
have
yeah.
something?
This season, did she do something this season at Lake Bailey?
It seemed like
I can't
Cynthia's
remember.
finna do
Oh, she did.
something.
She did. Oh, that was the Miles on Your Mouth episode. Yeah, they got into it. They
Yeah.
did. They
Yeah.
got into it at that one. Okay, so mainly it's we'll see what Phaedra, if she gets to do an event or something when they get back to
Hmm.
Atlanta. But yeah, they got a lot they can work with.
Yep.
Anything else
Did
about the show? Anybody
Angela
want to
do
bring
an
up?
event?
Did
Angela had did
Angela do
one.
an event? Okay, so we got Phaedra and Angela that need to do an event.
Exactly.
Yeah, they got enough for the rest of the season. It's gonna be a hot reunion though, even without.
Ooh, Kelly said that y'all that people going they said that the receipts are gonna be receipting
Mm-hmm.
and she said something about Portia. I do believe something going on with them too, because she kind of frowned when she said something about Portia.
Oh. Well, Kelly
Um,
came in hot. Kelly can't be mad how Portia respond to her. You remember Kelly's first scene with Portia?
yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah, she can't be mad. Sometimes people don't react right then, but don't think Portia forgot that. She didn't.
Oh, Portia ain't got nothing, child.
And brought it up a couple of
She
times.
gonna get her lick back.
Oh yeah, that's coming.
Yeah, she gonna get her lick back, but ooh, child, they said that reunion gonna be something.
Well, I bet you. I bet you that's gonna be something to see.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be something. Oh, y'all know what I didn't do? I didn't
What's that?
stream my channel, child.
Oh no. Usually I'll check. I'll go in and like everybody's while I'm there. All right. If you, I'm gonna have to dip out.
Okay.
So I will talk to everybody. Thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by. I see the people coming in and out of the channels and leaving the like. Thank you.
Yay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right, you ladies. Anything else you have to say, or y'all want to bring up more points?
Mm,
Hello.
I don't. I don't. I don't. Nope. I don't have nothing else. What about y'all?
I don't. I think it's good. I think we had a great conversation. With the ladies. I see the disconnect on some parts, but like I said, Phaedra doesn't have to read every time. I mean, it just seems so rehearsed. So, but other than that,
Yeah. What about you, Teatalk?
she fell asleep.
Teatalk. Did she go out?
She's still up there. Maybe she's sleeping. I
Oh, no, I don't think she's asleep. Teatalk.
don't know. And she sounded sleepy earlier, so. And this her bed.
Oh yeah.
My
Oh,
God. But anyway, you ladies, we're going to end the live, and we thank you guys for showing up and supporting the Drop Your Extra Sassy Tea Talk. And we will be back live again with our review of Love and Marriage Roll Hot on Wednesday, if nothing changes. So would you guys please hit the like button, share the videos, comment below, and we will see you guys then. Yeah,
Yeah.
Linda, I think
Taking
she's asleep.
over Sassy. Things happen at home. Sometime I gotta mute the button, y'all. So
Yeah,
I'm
we
back.
thought you was asleep.
We thought you went to sleep, girl.
No, I'm not asleep, but I'm here. Thank
We
you
were
for
like,
taking.
Lord, it's 10:30. She don't knock out.
Yeah. That's what I think. She didn't know.
Yeah, I'm just coming back in here. The phone ringing. No, I'm coming back in here. Look, the phone ringing. Look, they calling me on the phone. I wasn't even in here. Sorry about that, y'all. Anyway, good night, everybody. Thank you for
Good
taking over,
night.
Sassy.
Good night.
I wish I would have been asleep. I would have rather been asleep.
Good night, yeah.